Thank you very much. Good evening. How are you? It's an absolute pleasure to be here in Rotterdam. This is the first time we've ever performed in the Netherlands, and it is an absolute pleasure to be here. I would like to say I'm just absolutely made up that some of my school friends are here, so I'd like to dedicate the entire evening to Rolf and Alina, who've travelled over 2.5 hours with their friends. So honestly, I'm so made up to see you. Thank you so much for travelling here. So I'm just we're going to be quite informal this evening. I'm going to chat away about the songs, if that's okay. This one is called Far Over the Misty Mountains, and I didn't write the words. Has anyone here read a book called The Hobbit? Yeah, of course we've all read The Hobbit. It's a brilliant, brilliant book. One of my favourite books. I remember when I was 7 years old, first picking it up and reading it in silent reading, and I just fell in love with it. And what I loved about it were the songs that Tolkien wrote. And of course, we had to imagine the tunes because he didn't provide the melodies. So when I was sitting there reading it during silent reading, then I rebelliously hummed a tune to myself that I made up. And as I grew up, I would keep revisiting this tune. And when I learned to record things using early recording software on computers, like the big Nodding Donkey MacBook, I don't know if anyone else had that one, they were brilliant. But if you put a pillow over the microphone, it was like a recording studio. It was brilliant. So I played around and I recorded versions of this song, and I've revisited it over and over again, and I thought it was about time I did a version that was a bit more grown up. So here is Far Over the Misty Mountains, and if Yasar is can we have a hand for Yasar on sound, by the way, who is in the recording studio at the back? Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Yasar. This is the one where we could do with some very big cavernous reverb, so we can imagine that we are the dwarves in The Hobbit. So here's Far Over the Misty Mountains. Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day, to seek the pale enchanted gold. The dwarves of yore made mighty spells, while hammers fell like ringing bells, in places deep where dark things sleep, in hollow halls beneath the fells. For ancient king and elvish lord, there many a gleaming golden hoard they shaped and wrought, and light they caught, to hide in gems on hilt of sword. On silver necklaces they strung the flowering stars, on crowns they hung the dragon's eye, on twisted wire they meshed the light of moon and sun. Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day, to seek pale enchanted gold. Goblets they carved there for themselves, and harps of gold where no man does. There lay they long, and many a song was sung and heard by men or elves. The pines were roaring on the height, the winds were moaning in the night. The fire was red, it flaming spread, the trees like torches blazed with light. Were ringing in the dale, and men looked up with faces pale. The dragon's eye, more fierce than fire, laid low their towers and houses frail. The mountains smoked beneath the moon. The dwarves, they heard the tramp of doom. They fled their hall to dying fall beneath his feet, beneath the moon. Far over the misty mountains grim, to dungeons deep and caverns dim, we must away ere break of day, to win our harps and gold from him. Thank you. So when I originally recorded that one, then, did you all hear the bell sound that rang at the beginning? The reason I put that in very purposely is when I originally recorded it on that MacBook with a pillow shoved over it, when I sang that line, mysteriously that bell sound appeared in the background, and I thought, is this how recording works? Is the song coming to life? Is it narrating itself? But it turned out my mum had dropped a fork in the kitchen at exactly the right moment. So I did follow my mum around with a microphone, hoping she'd drop a fork again, but she didn't. So unfortunately, I had to use an actual bell. But anyway, this next one is also from a long time ago, and it was kind of a song that I wrote trying to write this sort of airy, nostalgic folk track that might have been written perhaps in the early 1970s, because I really love that era of music. And I tried to be really grown up and clever when I was writing the words. And of course, it's the lyrics that I thought were clever weren't, and it's the ones that I just shoved in there without thinking that proved to be a bit more profound. So amongst all the kind of dreamy imagery, there's one line at the end which I think means a lot, especially this year, which is why I've chosen to bring this song back out and try and play it live again. And the line is to do with a misted valley. And if some of you here have got my early albums and you've heard Into the Green, and I make reference to a misted valley in that album, but in this song I realised I wasn't singing about that place. I wasn't singing about that other song, that other album. What I was actually using was a metaphor for playing music. And this year, I'm trying to make it doing music full time. And so this song really feels like it means something, because this was an early version of myself saying what I really want to do with my life is play music. And I was using that place as a metaphor. So here we go. Here's Midnight Wonder, which I think was the first song I played at an open mic night back in 2013 when I was trying to be a folk musician. Here you go. Here's Midnight Wonder. Spring air is in the trees, and the wildflowers dancing in the midnight breeze. The fox takes his fawn away, and the white dove sends the jackdaw home again. When the wicked wolves come out to prey, don't hide and steal away. Take those demons by the hand, we're sure they'll come another day. As the evening gently settles down and sets the sun to sleep, a silver guardian sits alone inside a lonely keep till the break of day. The morning is not far away, and I'll stay a little longer if I may. Lilies scattered near and far, and I wonder if they know just where we are. We amble on through endless green, memories pass me by, Shadows cross your starlit road. I'm sure there'll be another way. And far beyond the silken streams where no one else has gone, a misted valley waits for me where you know I belong. Till the end of day. Thank you. We're going to play a song now called Two Moons, which was also written years and years ago, but has only recently come into the set, really. And it's a song that was inspired by, I was listening to an awful lot of Bob Dylan at the time, and I love the way that Bob Dylan creates these archetypal characters and often uses those to poke fun at people in positions of power, let's say. And that's something that I think we need to do more of at the moment, certainly in the UK. This one, I wanted to try and write a song that used animals as metaphors because I thought that was a bit more fun. And so I picked these different groups that I thought weren't being particularly helpful to society as a whole, and I wanted to, play a bit of fun with them. And the story evolved in my head that in this wood where these animals are living, then God decides to play a practical joke on the animals. And the joke is simple. He holds up a hand mirror so that it appears that not one but two moons appear in the evening sky, and the animals react in a very human way. That is to say, they all start trying to kill each other and burn the wood down. So it's kind of like the apocalypse meets Beatrix Potter. So here you go. Here's Two Moons. The sun was just a-setting at the end of the day. With a paw full of cheese, the mice scurried away. The pigeon on the streets was begging for food, but the fat cats, they were just not in the mood. Then up in the sky, breathed in powder, now the moon appeared in a ghostly shroud. Every creature had that look of wonder in their eyes the day the two moons rose in the sapphire sky. Was a crying that the end is nigh. In 24 hours we're all gonna die. For once the people thought that he wasn't insane, but to him this was just like any other day. Then the jackal said, this is a sign, and for my beliefs I am willing to die. The earth and the sky will be wreathed in fire the day the two moons rose in the sapphire sky. Owl said I hoped it wouldn't come to this, as the lemmings lined up to jump off of the cliff. The pigeon was still begging for a scrap of food, but the fat cats were still just not in the mood. They said, you're the villains, you're the ones to blame. You're destroying the planet, so you should be ashamed. The more that we think, we see that they're not wrong, but we've come to terms with all that, so we just carry on. It's a beautiful day, said the ebony rook. I painted a picture and I read in a book, but nobody had any time to look. The day the two moons rose in the sapphire sky. Meanwhile the woods were still in flame, while the mice were looking for somebody to blame. The cat said, hey ostrich, come lend us a hand, but the ostrich only went and put his head in the sand. So an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and the owl said I wouldn't do that if I were you. The cats hissed, you don't understand, they'll take over the planet if we don't make a stand. The thunder roared, the lightning flashed. When they'd finished the job, the woods were ash. The jackal threw back his head and laughed the day the two moons rose in the sapphire sky. Give a hand to Nathan on guitar. Kat Hurdley on violin. Then the swans put their heads together, and the swallows tried to fly away. And God took his hand, a mirror away, and he sighed. I thought they'd have learned by now. By now. By now. The day the two moons rose in the sapphire sky. Thank you. Was that Nathan on guitar and vibraslap? Give a hand for Nathan on guitar and vibraslap. We're going to play a song from, I mentioned an album earlier called Into the Green. Has anyone heard of that album, Into the Green? Thank you very much. So this one is from that album, and whilst you guys are here in Rotterdam, then there are some people watching on live stream, so please can we give a hand for the people watching, wherever you are. Thank you very much for watching. And I know that somewhere in Knaresborough, then there is John, Kath, Fee, and baby Lyra. And Kath is my mother-in-law, and she really liked this song, and she actually kept asking me when it would come back into the set. And so eventually I decided to be brave and try and remember the words to it. And actually, I'm really enjoying doing it. So this one's for you, Kath, watching at home in Knaresborough. Thank you for persuading me to put it back into the set. It's called The Old Man and the Tree, and it's a song about asking life's big questions, because I don't know about you, but as you get older, then you start to have more questions. Things seem sometimes more complicated, and life isn't as straightforward as it used to be. So this song is kind of about just having that wonder and having the kind of ache inside of wanting some questions to be answered. So yeah, the song and the story evolved around that, really. Said the young boy to the tree, will forever you stand with shelter and leaf, waiting for me? Stand so easy and free. With a whisper like rain, if you listen, I have something to say. Truthfully, will you answer me? How can the bird spread out its wings if if no one's taught it to fly? Do you expect a sinner to change if all that you give them are lies? Said the soldier to his gun, why must you make a monster of me? But you don't care, a thought that most men share. The comrade to his friend, I won't let you die, this can't be the end. If I pray for thee, will you answer me? How can the bird spread out its wings if no one's taught it to fly? Do you expect a sinner to change if all that you give them are lies? Who do you think will help carry your load if you can't find your own strength to stand? How can you say you know who you are if you don't even know your own land? Said the old man to the sea, why must the waves retreat from the beach reclusively? Their secrets to keep. Full of anguish he lets cry, I know the terrible things that you've seen, and so I plead, will you answer me? How can the bird spread out its wings if no one's taught it to fly? Do you expect a sinner to change if all that you give them are lies? Who do you think will help carry your load if you can't find your own strength to stand? How can you say you know who you are if you don't even know your own land? Said the old man to the tree, I thought that you'd never fall to your knees, but now I know another ear shall grow. Now that I lie by your side, the dim world around us fade into light. Before we leave, will you answer me? How can the bird spread out its wings if no one's taught it to fly? Do you expect a sinner to change if all that you give them are lies? Who do you think will help carry your load if you can't find your own strength to stand? How can you say you know who you are if you don't even know your own land? very much. I'm going to play a song from my latest album, which is called Glass Night, and this is a song called Looking Glass, and it's a fairy tale which you may be familiar with, which is called Snow White, and I wanted to reimagine the story of Snow White, but from the mirror's perspective. I wanted to imagine that the mirror was actually a sentient being and was in love with the enchantress. And the pair were actually a couple. But every day when the enchantress asks the mirror to find the fairest of them all, funnily enough, then the mirror fell in love with the fairest of them all, which caused some marital complications. So, and you know the rest of the story. Has anyone given me a wave if you've actually heard this album, if you've heard Looking Glass from Glass Night? So I expect you guys to sing along with the choruses. Thanks very much.
I once fell for a lunatic. She loved me well for just one drink. Every day she'd hang me on her wall and ask if she was beautiful. And she was, God, I loved her so, until I met a girl called Snow. You fairest of them all. Now I've seen it all. You fairest of them all. Oh, now I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Mirror dear, mirror on the wall, there's someone else you've fallen for. Showed her Snow, admitted it was true. There's other kinds of beauty too. See those lines crawling from her eyes, each one was carved there by a smile. Fairest of them all. Oh, now I've seen it all. You fairest of them all. Oh, now I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Broke my heart, just see what I can do with poison apples, huntsmen too. Nights rode in, we broke into a run. She screamed at me, what have I done? Looking glass, I'm struggling to see just who is looking back at me. Fairest of them all. Oh, now I've seen it all. You fairest of them all. Oh, now I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Loved you true in sickness and health. Said you never loved me, but you loved yourself. She said I loved you true in sickness and health. Said you never loved me, but you loved yourself. She said I loved you true in sickness and health. Said you never loved me, but you loved yourself. She said I loved you true in sickness it all. You're fairest of them all. Well, now I've seen it all, I've seen it all.
Thank you. We're going to play another song from Glass Night, and this is a song called Don't Lose Your Faith, and it's a song that's come to mean more to me the more we've played it. So I hinted earlier that I am kind of having a break from another career to focus on music, and the career I'm taking a pause from is teaching, and the school I taught at was called Fishergate School, and it was this amazing, amazing school full of amazing people and inspiring young people, and I was very lucky to have had 10 amazing years working at that school. And something that I learned whilst I was there was about neurodiversity, and that is not a word that I had when I was growing up. The words like autism, which I knew that was a word, I didn't know what it meant, but now there is so much more education, which is such a brilliant thing. And it was a privilege to teach so many different children with so many different neurodivergences and all unique in their own ways. And this song kind of came to mean that for me. It came to mean that if you're someone who feels sometimes that your experience is different from other people's experiences, that can be a very lonely thing. But actually, our difference is something that brings us together. So for those of you on the live stream, I'd like you to do this from home. You might feel a bit silly, but come on, just get into the spirit of it. Do it as well. But let's do a little experiment with the people here as well. That if ever in your life, at any point, you have felt different from others, like the odd one out, put your hand up if ever you've felt that way. So as you can see, that is all of us. It is our difference that brings us together. And the more we can realize that other people are possibly feeling similar to us in that, I think we can make the world a better place. And I'd also like you to join in with some percussion, if you guys can click. And for those of you at home, then I'm sure we will hear your clicks through the ether. So here's Don't Lose Your Faith. Yeah.
You made your own way. You came from dirt. You came from boys don't cry and never hurt. You sold the family farm and all you own to buy those ruby shoes to get back home. But when you're on your own in that place, it'll be okay. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith. You're not the only one. No, not the only one. Did you ever dream you're made of glass? And when you hold somebody, your skin just cracks. We're living in a borrowed world. See how they live, stuck on the outside, just looking in. But when you're on your own in that place, it'll be okay. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith. You're not the only one. No, not the only one.
Give it up for Nathan Greaves.
You'll see that mountainside. You'll see dark stairs. Keep finding open doors that go nowhere. But when you're on your own in that place, it'll be okay. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. You made your own way. You made your own way. You made your own way. You made your own way.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give it up for Kat Hurdley.
But when you're on your own in that place, it'll be okay. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith, you'll be on your own. Don't lose your faith. You're not the only one.
Thank you so much. I kid you not, you are the first and only audience to keep clicking all the way through. So well done, guys. You win. And in time as well. So we're going to play we're going to play a song from an upcoming album, which is, I'm going to tell you some very exciting news, which I've not announced anywhere, which is that in January, I'm releasing Lendoneer, which I've played some songs from. But in the autumn of that year, I'm going to release another album. So 2 albums in 1 year, which is going to be called Condor Keep and Other Stories. And in the interval, I'd like to show you some artwork for it, because it's really, really cool. And this is the title track from it. It's another song that I wrote in my kind of student years. And I've got another friend who is in the UK, but I'd like to give her a shout out because she is another person who has pressurized me into releasing a song I wasn't so keen on, but she's given me the faith that it is a good song. And so this one's for Vicky, who I'm sure will appreciate watching this back. So here's Condor Keep.
There's an old man talking to himself in the moonlight. There's a young man checking to see that he's alright. He pulls him down to his side with a terrified look in his eyes. He says no one gets out of condo key. There's a madman painting colors over the floorboard. He'll tell you of the day that he made his escape. He flew out to the skies, then fell down right back inside, because no one gets out of condo keep. It won't take long to forget who you are or even where you're from. You won't even know your name. When you're deep in there, you can run up and down and here and everywhere, 'cause no one gets out of condo key. The songbird flying down to the river. He was hoping it would take him upstream. He sinks down to his knees, realizes it was all a dream, because no one gets out of condo key. You hear the cold steel ringing out in the nighttime. It sounds like the ghosts are breaking out of the walls. But if you break through the stone, there's a dancing pile of bones, screaming no one gets out of condo key. It won't take long to forget who you are or even where you're from. You won't even know your name. When you're deep in there, you can run up and down and here and everywhere, 'cause no one gets out of condo key. There's a moonbeam streaming down through your window. There's a shadow sitting at the edge of your bed. You don't need the key, the door is open for you to leave. But remember, no one gets out of condo key. It won't take long to forget who you are or even where you're from. You won't even know your name. When you're deep in there, you can run up and down and here and everywhere, 'cause no one gets out of condo key. No, it won't take long to forget who you are or even where you're from. You won't even know your name. When you're deep in there, you can run up and down and here and everywhere, 'cause no one gets out of condo key. No one gets out of condo key.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we are going to take a very short interval and we're going to have a chat with you guys. Thank you so much for being a great audience. Thank you so much for tuning in online. We'll see you after a very short break. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome back everybody. This one is an instrumental piece, and it's also from Londonere, which I realised I mentioned this album earlier and I didn't explain what that's about, but when I was in those student days that I was referencing, that I had to go at recording an album with a guitar that I didn't really know how to tune, an old MacBook and some borrowed microphones, and the result was horrendous. I hate it so much, but other people have persuaded me it's quite a good album. So over the years I wanted to kind of face my demons and re-record that album, and 2 days ago, I received the final master of that re-recorded album, so it feels really great. And this next one is an instrumental piece, which was a kind of upbeat tune on the original one, which I played on an Irish whistle. And I don't know if it was a pointed remark or if it was a compliment, but the next door neighbour came round and said, "You do know there's a folk club in town, don't you? Maybe you should go there." But I think maybe he was trying to get me to stop playing the whistle. So I took the hint and I rearranged it for piano and violin, and Nathan does some beautiful electric guitar in it as well. And it's called Centaur.
I'm really sorry. You're going to pretend you're not saying this. I've got my
Oh, Nathan. Just don't strangle yourself. We've got reinforcements. Thanks. Please can we give a round of applause? Thank you.
Aren't we delighted this is happening on the one that's being filmed?
Is this still being live streamed? Because if this is being live streamed, this is the kind of content you don't get normally on Spotify. Like, this is brilliant. This is behind the scenes content, right? Are we ready to play Centaur?
I'm ready.
You ready? You don't have the guitar?
I'll get ready. I'll be there by the time I need it.
Well, since things are going slightly wrong, not fully wrong, then I'll tell another thing that went wrong about this song, since we're in the mood. But I called it the Centaur's Jig, thinking, oh, a jig is just a tune that's a bit upbeat, isn't it? And then we started playing with a chap called Antonio, who's very well versed in folk tunes, and he said, about a year in, after playing it and announcing it as Centaur's Jig, he said, "Josh, you do realise that's not a jig, that's a polka." I was like, right, that's embarrassing. So I decided to just not put a dance name at the end and just call it Centaur. So anyway, here it is, Centaur. Thank you. We're going to play the first track from Londonere, and this one is called Ye Jacobites by Name, and it's not a song that I wrote. This is a traditional tune called My Loves in Germany, and the tune was set to these lyrics by someone called Robert Burns, Robbie Burns, who you may have heard of. And when Robert Burns was writing his version of this, then it was an incredibly political gesture, because he was trying to campaign for the rights of man. He thought that every man should have the right to vote. And so when he recorded, or when he wrote down this version, then he wasn't actually referencing the Jacobites that are in the lyrics, because that was before his time. He was using a song that was already in the public consciousness to make a political gesture and to poke fun at the British government, which is something that we still enjoy doing today as a British tradition. So, but it's taken a number of years to re-record this album, and I'm really pleased it took this long, because it's only last year that some scholars at the University of Glasgow discovered a manuscript that was handwritten by Robert Burns. This wasn't public knowledge until last year, and they found the lyrics to this, an original set of lyrics that he had written, and he'd not used the word Jacobites. He'd been much more direct. He'd used a term called black nebs, which was, if you'd been around at the time, that would have been a political slur. And someone said to him, "You do realise that you are paid by the British government as a poet, so you probably shouldn't release it under this name." So if you can Google this, Google Jacobites by Name, Robert Burns, University of Glasgow, and it'll come up, and there's a great big cross that he's put through it, and they found it shoved in a drawer somewhere. So I love that I wouldn't have known. If I'd recorded it earlier, I probably wouldn't know that story. So anyway, I would like you to choose whichever political figure you are mocking as we sing this one. We're not using the word Jacobites to refer to Jacobites after all. Let's keep the spirit of Robbie Burns alive. I would also like to dedicate this one to Kath, my mother-in-law, again, because there's a line in this one that she loves, where I shout, bloody war, and she loves that line. It is a great line. So here you go, Kath. Here's bloody war, just for you. Here's Jacobites.
Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim, your doctrines I will blame. You shall hear, your doctrines I will blame. You shall hear what is right and what is wrong, by the law, what is right and what is wrong, by the law. What is right and what is wrong, a short sword and the long. The weak arm and the strong, for to draw. The weak arm and the strong, for to draw. What makes heroic strife famed afar, famed afar? What makes heroic strife famed afar? What makes heroic strife to whet the assassin's knife, or hunt a parent's life with bloody war, or hunt a parent's life with bloody war? your schemes alone, adore the rising sun, and leave a man alone to his fate, to his fate, and leave a man alone to his fate.
Thank you so much. So in the background of that track, you might have heard there was this kind of synthesized, long, echoey effect, and that was actually a mandolin, which is put into loads of delay and reverb. But that mandolin's got a story, and I put this on my Facebook page a few weeks ago, which was that when I lived with my grandparents, when I was at sixth form, they were two of the best years of my life. I absolutely loved living with Norman and Mildred. It was great. And they were really great encouragers of my interests and my music and what I wanted to do. And I went to this antique shop just around the corner from their house, which was called Sleddle Hall in Kendal. And I found this round back mandolin, you know, those ones that look really, really ancient. And I thought, I really want to learn how to play that. And it was interesting because it had 12 strings, and mandolins normally have 8 strings, and this has 12, which just made it bloody impossible to play. Also the fact that it was completely knackered and didn't work. So, but my granddad immediately came back saying, I found a luthier who lives in Morecambe. I'll drive you there and I'll get the mandolin fixed. So he did, and the guy managed to make it look beautiful, and he said, I've not changed the strings because the original 200-year-old strings sound fine and I don't want to break it. So, for years I didn't know how to play this thing, although I wanted to, but I put a picture of it on the front of the original Londonere, even though I didn't really play it, and I have finally learned to play it a little bit. So you heard some of that 200-year-old mandolin there, so I'm really pleased. It's made it onto the song at last, yeah, so... This next one is for Rolf and Maria, because I think we need to give them a hand because they got married recently in October. Congratulations. And I was so chuffed that Rolf got in touch and said, can we use your song 59 as one of our dances? And it means so much. I can't, you know, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm so pleased that you had such a special day, and the photos look amazing. So we're going to play this one for you. You told me about the 8 lessons you had for the dance, so I would like to think you're going to recreate the dance for us now. You don't actually have to, because I can see you're very embarrassed, but I want to see the videos of it. Please do not feel obliged to do it now. But anyway, this is for you. This is 59. What have I done? Here we go. Oh, are you going to play the other instrument on this one? Oh, you should. You should. You should.
The number 59 means things won't be the same. The number 59 means everything could change. We're hand in hand on the edge of the world. Who knows what the future brings? There's one more minute till the rest of our lives. All I know is I am spending it with you. You're my 59. You're my 59. You're my 59. We're on the precipice. We're on the edge of something new. We're on the precipice, yes. I wanna jump with you, 'cause we're hand in hand on the edge of the world. Who knows what the future brings? There's one more minute till the rest of our lives. All I know is I am spending it with you. You're You're my 59. You're my 59.
Can we hear it for Rolf and Maria? Thanks so much for that. So we're going to go from a joyous song to something really political and downbeat. Sorry, everyone. So this one is, I wrote this one a while ago, and I was in my mid-20s, and being in your mid-20s is difficult for a lot of people, I think. It's when you're really trying to figure out what life is going to look like, and it sometimes takes a long time for those building blocks to fall into place, and sometimes it can feel like you just cannot see how the future is going to unfold for you. And I think, certainly I can speak for the UK, when I say this, but I think times are really hard for young people, and they're not getting any better, and the cost of living is it's a very big pressure. And I think, I'm going to speak very candidly here, but I think a lot of that has been policy from the previous UK government before this one, which made things very, very, very difficult for a lot of people. And this song was born directly from my frustrations at that feeling. And the more research I did, I came to realize that the fault is often pointed at small groups, at small minorities, which is, in my opinion, complete bollocks. It's not their fault. The fault is that way. It's usually the fault of billionaires who are funneling the income out of society, using it for their own gains, and then it doesn't come back to support those people. And we are seeing that process increase and increase and increase, and here we are now. So there you go. Here's your downbeat message of the day. So this is called Rose-Tinted Eyes, and it's not meant to be depressing. It's meant to try and open a discussion about this so that perhaps we can make it so that it's not going to be the same for future generations, so that when my daughter Lyra grows up, maybe she won't be growing up with the same kind of policies that I had when I was in my mid-20s. So it's called Rose-Tinted Eyes, and it doesn't mention billionaires. It mentions, actually, it kind of comes down below billionaires. It comes to people with privilege, and it's a song about recognizing your own privilege and how most people are not as privileged as we are. So here is Rose-Tinted Eyes.
On the west of town, Mr. Everyman draws the curtains to keep out the cold. He combs his hair, then he goes upstairs and he puts his children to sleep. But every other man are worked to the ground just to keep the world spinning round. And for owning his wealth that just sits on his shelf, he's earned more than they've earned today. Choose your favorite injustice today and silence its voice in the crowd. And as the rich get richer, they'll paint you a picture of a world through rose-tinted eyes. Don't shake your head, Mr. Everyman has worked hard for all that he has. Time will tell, but you as well could take charge of a life of your own. And he swears it's not just a dream, so let's all marry fairy tale queens. Though we don't have a choice, we still have a voice, so cry out and make yourself heard. Choose your favorite injustice today and silence its voice in the crowd. And as the rich get richer, they'll paint you a picture of a world through rose-tinted eyes. When you've drunk up your fill and lived life as you will, can you cry through rose-tinted eyes?
Thank you very much. I'm going to play a song called Leaders of the World, and this one's popped back into my head because a lot of things change when you have children. If there's anyone here tonight who's had children, then you'll know it's an immensely life-changing thing, and people say to you, oh, your life won't be the same again, and you won't be able to define why, and it's like, oh, that's making me panic. But but they're actually right. You know, you can't possibly visualize those changes and what happens, but it's a lot of work, but it's also just so magical and so lovely. And this is a song that I wrote about two children who go off on an adventure, and they're going to make the world theirs. Thank you very much. They're going to make the world theirs, and it's kind of, they're in this make-believe world, but they're going off and they're going to conquer whatever imaginary kingdom is before them, and they're going to be the leaders of the world in this story. And they kind of are the leaders of the world, because the next generation, of course, they're going to grow up, and one day they are going to be the leaders of the world. So I'd like to dedicate this song to Lyra, who is nearly 8 months old, but is currently in bed. So she won't hear this one, but maybe she can watch on catch up later. Anyway, here's Leaders of the World.
You lived just over in the house on the corner, and we'd listen for the birds. Meet in the morning, take my hand now and lead on. You'd walk up the road with a stick in your hand. Nothing to fear, nothing planned. Take my hand now and lead on. Oh, they're gonna say we'll never make it, don't get me wrong. We're gonna make it, we're gonna be the leaders of the world. Lead on. Oh, they're gonna say we'll never make it, don't get me wrong. We're gonna make it, we're gonna be the leaders of the world. Lead on. We go together like mountains and rivers, like a leaf and a tree, an arrow and a quiver. Take my hand now and lead on. We go together like moonlight and silver, and if you were the cold, I'd be the shiver. Take my hand now and lead on. Oh, they're gonna say we'll never make it, don't get me wrong. We're gonna make it, we're gonna be the leaders of the world. Lead on. Oh, they're gonna say we'll never make it, don't get me wrong. We're gonna make it, we're gonna be the leaders of the world. Lead on. back to the world behind us. I'm not ready for the ghosts that'll find us. Take my hand now and lead on. Living for today, not tomorrow. Paying forward the love that we borrow. Take my hand now and lead on. Oh, they're gonna say we'll never make it, don't get me wrong. We're gonna make it, we're gonna be the leaders of the world. Lead on. Oh, they're gonna say we'll never make it, don't get me wrong. We're gonna make it, we're gonna be the leaders of the world. Lead on. We're gonna be the leaders of the world. Lead on.
Thank you so much. So we're going to play a song that I really hope you're going to sing along with. Are you guys up for singing? Yes. Let's try that again. Are you guys up for singing? Awesome. Everyone at home, I hope you sing along as well. Don't care what the neighbours think, just belt it out. This is a song called Last Rain, and it is about the apocalypse, but I promise you it's not miserable. So I wanted to imagine that in this apocalyptic scene, there's two people, and they decide to do their favourite thing, which is to sing and to dance as the world is destroyed. And it's not a song about the end of the world. It's a song about finding beauty and brightness in the darkest of moments. So I'd like you to think of that when we're singing this one. And since you've been such a great audience and you've just let me chat away, I'm going to tell you a little Easter egg about this one. So there's in the chorus I sing "Hey Violet, here's to you," which was meant to just sound like a kind of 1960s kind of thing. But the reason I put it in there is because Violet Hay was actually my first piano teacher when I was 7. So it's actually kind of an ode to Violet. So here you go, Mrs. Hay. Thank you very much for teaching me piano. But the lyrics that you guys need to sing are do 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 do. Got it? Yeah. Epic. Here's Last Rain. There's no click for this one, is there?
When the last rain falls.
It's when I'm not expecting it, okay? It's when I'm not expecting it. Now that I know it's coming, it's fine. Because we all know that the apocalypse will be much better with a vibroslap. I mean, it's going to make it better when we're being destroyed. Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
When the last rain falls, we'll dance in the fire. When the last rain falls, we'll sing all the while. Do 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 do.
That's your bit. Let's hear you.
Do 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 do.
It's great.
When the last rain falls, we'll see ships in the sky. When the last rain falls, you know they'll leave us behind. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wanna see the world out there. I wanna know what we're fighting for. Hey, Violet, here's to you. Do 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 do. Hey, Violet, here's to you. Do 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 do. When the last rain falls, our faces will shine. When the last rain falls, 'cause we are one of a kind.
Let's see you, Rotterdam.
I wanna see the world out there. I wanna know what we're fighting for. Hey, Violet, here's to you. Do 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 do. Hey, Violet, here's to you. Just you guys? When the glass rain falls, we'll sit and look at the sky. I'll see the last red rays reflected back in your eyes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And we heard them sing. I wanna see the world out there. I wanna know what we're fighting for. Hey, Violet, here's to you. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Violet, here's to you. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Thank you so much. You guys sounded great. Thank you. We're going to sing another song that, now that I know you guys can sing, that I hope you're going to sing with us. This one's called Lucy, and it's also from Glass Night. And it would be great if you guys could sing along with this one. Give us a wave if you know this one, if you've heard Lucy before. Oh, most of you already know it. That's great. And can I just say, I don't take it for granted that we've come to Rotterdam and you guys know the chorus to this song. So thank you so much. Can you give yourselves a hand for being here and supporting live music? Thank you so much. This whole trip has been worth it because of you. Thank you so much. So there is a tale I tell before this one, which is that there is an ambition that I would like to one day perform at the Royal Albert Hall in London. So the idea, the dream is to one day sing this song and to hear 4,000 people singing it right back at us. So I'd like you guys to sing as loudly as 4,000 people. Okay? Great. Here's Lucy.
That's the subscriber number of our channel.
Yes.
She had cheeks carved with chalkstone and a pair of celery eyes. She'd win the minds of all the boys with that signature lipstick smile. She folded up her troubles into a paper aeroplane flight and threw it back in the eyes of all those who sold her lies. But there's no time like never to squander all of your dreams. So watch out for this girl, 'cause she's not quite what she seems. And one more step for Lucy, she'll rock all your days and all of your nights. So one more step for Lucy, she'll rock all your days and all of your nights. She made her way to the city, like all the cliches she'd read. She soaked up every word she heard and churned them up in her head. She spun a wicked lyric and sang that kind of tune that wormed its way into all the kids' hearts and made them call it their own. But there's no time like the present to wake up and live in your dreams. So if you really love her, then tell her quick before someone else moves into her scene. And one more step for Lucy, she'll rock all your days and all of your nights. Let's hear you singing at Rotterdam. One more step for Lucy, she'll rock all your days and all of your nights. But there's a clock in the corner and he's really quite deranged. He's got every segment of your life, oh so neatly arranged. There's a skeleton in his closet and he's he's not sure just what to do, to hand himself on in or to take his last talk for you. 'Cause one more step for Lucy, oh, she'll rock all your days and all of your nights. Oh, one more step for Lucy, she'll rock all your days and all of your nights. Give it up for Nathan Greaves. Rotterdam, just you. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she'll rock all your days and all of your nights. So it's one more step for Lucy. And all of your nights.
Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you. Very sadly, Rotterdam, we've got time for just one more song, but this has been an absolute pleasure. It really, really has. We need to say some massive thank yous. So we're only here, this is only possible because of André and Paula just sitting there. They've organised this whole thing. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. They've been amazing hosts. They've put it off in their house. They've organised this, driven us here, lent us all this amazing equipment. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Please, let's give them another hand. Can we please raise the roof for Yasar and the whole team here at The Matrix for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having us. Please give these guys a huge hand. We hope to come back someday. And please, give it up for Kat Hurdley on violin. And Nathan Greaves on electric guitar and assorted percussion. And last but not least, please can you give yourselves a huge hand for being here and supporting live music. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I do have some merchandise at the back, but I think most of you own all of it already. But thank you very much. I've got some, but I am running out of older albums, which is nice. So there's The Road to Horn Fair, which was my 2018 album, which was actually recorded in 2015, the same year as Into the Green, which is, I'm going to play the first track off Into the Green next, which is called Sing for the Island. And in a weird kind of musical coincidence, there's a tune that we play at the end of this one called The Musical Priest, which is a classic session tune, which Kat plays really, really, really well. And it was suggested by Antonio, who I mentioned earlier, but I'd already recorded this song, so it wasn't on Into the Green. And I thought, I love that tune. So on The Road to Horn Fair, which is just over there, which was released, recorded the same year, I stapled the tune onto the last track of that album. So you can get half of this song on that album. If you're not a CD, if you don't own a CD player or you're not into CDs, but you'd like to support me and my music and what I'm doing, the best way is through Patreon. I'm really, really grateful that there are 2 of my patrons here this evening, which is incredible. And if you're not familiar with Patreon, then you can subscribe every month, which allows me to use that money to create. And it's honestly, it has changed my life. I wouldn't be able to take this break from teaching without it. I hire a recording studio every Monday with the money from Patreon, and it is a lifeline, a creative lifeline. So I think I would not be still making music now if it weren't for Patreon. So check that out if you'd like to. I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to play Sing for the Island, but thank you so much again. Here is Sing for the Island.
up a hillside, the wind upon my face, looking for a savior, a shelter from the rain. And I came to a forest and a small house hiding there beneath the trees. Let me in. I pounded on the door, and a face came to greet me, one I thought I'd seen before. He sat us by the fireside, sang in a voice I won't forget. So we'll sing for the island lost not so long ago, and we'll sing for the people who are now set in stone, and we'll sing for the man who went and took another man's soul. And so we'll sing for the people whose lives are bitter cold, and we'll sing for the people whose songs are never told. Now we'll sing for our memories, that they may never grow old. His aged eyes twinkled, danced before the flames, then he turned himself to face me and rose up to his feet. He made for the door and croaked in a quiet voice, "Follow." We walked up a mountain, the wind upon my face. Not much longer now, there is something you must see. But whilst we struggle on, there is a song that we must sing. So we'll sing for the island lost not so long ago, and we'll sing for the people who are now set in stone, and we'll sing for the man who went and took another man's soul. And so we'll sing for the people whose lives are bitter cold, and we'll sing for the people whose songs are never told. Now we'll sing for our memories, that they may never grow old. He took me to a cliffside and said, "What do you see?" I saw a blackened valley filled with misery, 1,000 people crying in a land that they no longer knew. I saw these devils dancing, cast each other into flame. The older beasts were dying, though no one knew their names, whilst the millions howled with joy, led by passion, just pain, no love or shame. I reeled back in horror, turned around and tried to flee. He took me by the shoulders and said, "What did you see?" I saw the pits of hell. "No," he said, "in that world is you and me." So we'll sing for the island lost not so long ago, and we'll sing for the people who are now set in stone, and we'll sing for the man who went and took another man's soul. And so we'll sing for the people whose lives are bitter cold, and we'll sing for the people whose songs are never told. Now we'll sing for our memories, that they may never grow old. Now many years have passed since that cold and stormy day. That wise and aged face now belongs to me. Only now I see the things I saw that night have come to be. You'll find me in that forest by the hillside in the rain. I'll always let you in and give you shelter from your pain. We'll sit by the fireside and sing a song that I'll never forget. And so we'll sing for the island lost not so long ago, and we'll sing for the people who are now set in stone, and we'll sing for the man who went and took another man's soul. And so we'll sing for the people whose lives are bitter cold, and we'll sing for the people whose songs are never told. Now we'll sing for our memories, that they may never grow old. And so we'll sing for the island lost not so long ago, and we'll sing for the people who are now set in stone, and we'll sing for the man who went and took another man's soul. And so we'll sing for the people whose lives are bitter cold, and we'll sing for the people whose songs are never told. Now we'll sing for our memories, that they may never go old. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much, Rotterdam. It's been a pleasure. Good night. Thank you.